Hello. Guess what just happened to me? I literally got pulled over for the first time in my whole entire life. So I was going 45 on a 25. Yes, granted, that's too fast. Think, slow down. It's never that serious. But I get pulled over, and then he comes. Like, first of all, I've never gotten pulled over. I don't know where to go. So I'm like driving. I'm like, wait, where'd I go? So I get, I go around, and then he like takes forever to get down. I'm like, Gorge, come on. I have meditation. I have a meditation appointment. So he comes down, and he's like, good morning. I'm like, good morning. And he's like, good morning. And he's like, why were you going 45 on a 25? And I'm like, I was like, I literally just got off boxing. Like, Chun-Li looks like I'm going for a swim. Dunk on him, now I'm swinging up the rim. She ain't coming off the bench. While I'm in the court fully drenched. Was playing. And my pre-workout pre-worked, right? And like, I had a really good boxing session. And he's like, oh, okay. So he's like, license and registration, whatever. I'm like, here you go, Gorge. And then I'm like texting my friend. I'm like, Gorge, I literally just got pulled over for the first time. So he takes like 10 minutes. And I'm like, TikTok, like I need, like I have stuff to do. And then he comes back and he's like, well, you're not getting a ticket, but you have to go to court. I'm like, for what? Like, just give me a ticket. Like, it's never that serious. So I was like, wait, so like I go to court and then what? And he's like, he's like, well, you'll figure something out. And I'm like a money, like a ticket? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I was like, whatever. And then I like drove off. I'm like, okay. And then I start blasting Chun-Li again. And then I'm like, I choose how I react to the situation. So I still got my I'm still gonna get my matcha. I'm still going to have a good day. Like, it's just a little silly. What do I have to do? Show up in court. Now I'm going to court, so I'm gonna get like a cute outfit. Your Honor, listening to Chun-Li and like the boxing and like the pre-workout, like I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. I'm a responsible human being. And then the court would be like, you slayed, so, and you're hot, so you're fine, just don't do it again. And then we're like, tight. So, like, I'm, whatever. Also, like, I don't really care if I do get it. Like, it's fine. Like, this should be a learning lesson. Hey, idiot, don't go 45 on a 25. Like, duh, So anyways, see you December 6th. That's when my court date is. Morning. Today's the day that I have court. It's been a month, and I'm still very nervous. I think it's kind of like, okay, so you made your bed, so now you have to lie on it, kind of situation. Sorry, I'm just, but I'm gonna go boxing because I want to, relieve some anger, or some, nerves or anxiety that I have. And then we're going to meditate after. Then we're gonna go on a walk. My Crocs and my shirt matched for boxing because it's barefoot. But about the shirt yesterday, and like, I don't know, I really like it. Like the color. Go make my pre-workout and then head out. See you in boxing.
Okay, this is my favorite combo.
So, we're going to meditate now. Because, oh, also, I set a timer. We have an hour and 54 minutes till court. Nervy. Good morning. Greet your day with gratitude and intention. Embodiment of self-love. I can do hard things. We're doing this one. I can do hard things.
Believing that we can do hard things. You know, in life it's so easy to get derailed and discouraged. We compare ourselves to others, we mess up, we fumble, we fall. And we use those things as evidence that we might as well quit, we can't succeed, and eventually end up believing that we are incapable of living out our dreams. Now, you know just as much as I do that that is a lie.
That meditation was great. I totally recommend it. I journal after all of my meditations. Today, she talked about how we can do hard things. How in our belly button, this is our third chakra, and it's our healing and determination and courage chakra, I guess. So she made us place our hands over our belly button, and you close your eyes and you imagine that there's a spark in between your hands, and you're telling yourself, I can do hard things. That's your mantra. I can do hard things. And hard things to anyone is, subjective. It can be doing your bed. It can be, going to court. It could be waking up every morning to go to the gym, whatever it is. It can be having hard conversations. I feel like we often forget that, we are built of the same stuff that the oceans are made of. We are built of the same stuff that lions are made of, or, butterflies who literally fly across the world. And I think that's beautiful, and I think that's very encouraging, and I think that's powerful to remember, at least for me, in times like this where I'm very nervous or very anxious about messing up. I think it's nice to take accountability. Yeah, we did mess up, but I've learned my lesson. Now I know better, and I'm going to pay the price. But also, not feeling scared to mess up, because that is what life is about. It's about learning, doing better, knowing better. It's messing up, learning your lesson, knowing better, and then doing better. And I feel like it's a cycle. We're gonna continuously mess up, and that's totally okay. But just always reminding yourself that, hey, we're going to be okay. That's important. And also reminding ourselves that, the universe will never give us, or your higher power, they will never give us anything, that we can't handle. They will never, give us challenges that they know that, we won't be able to survive. So I think that's tight. But yeah, let's journal away. Woo-hoo. Today's Tuesday. December 6th, right? Okay, I have 50 minutes left till my court appointment. I'm getting a little bit more nervous, but it's okay. Well, I'm going to shave because the more I can look like a responsible adult, the better. So that's great. I'm just so excited to get this out the way. It's gonna be a breath of fresh air, and I'm just, I don't want to get my hopes up, but I also don't want to think of the worst that's going to happen. So I'm just trying not to even think at all. Things. I can do hard things. I am human, and humans mess up. And now we know better. And now we do better, because I'll be driving at the speed limit, if not two down. I'm not I do not. And if someone is, if I'm going the speed limit and someone is trying to make me go faster by getting so close to me, I'm go around. Go around, because I am not going to get a ticket because of you. I'm not going to go to court because of you. And to be honest, I think it's such a good lesson that I'm learning right now at 19, and not when I'm much older. I'm also a little bit scared because My dad, he's had, you know, like a ticket before, and he's had a racist cop handle his situation, and it went left. So I'm a little bit nervous about having a racist cop handling my situation. And if, you know, they don't either like people of color, Mexicans, first generation immigrants, whatever it is, I'm very scared that they're going to take out their anger on my situation and just make it worse than what it is. And I think that's a true fear. And I think that's a fear that, you know, humans should never have. But that is America. So I think that's also one of my fears. Like, that's probably one of the reasons why I'm a little bit more scared and, you know, anxiety because of that. But I'm sure I'll be fine. And let's hope that it's a person of color, or at least a non-racist human. Isn't that crazy that we have to ask for that in a society? Like, we have to ask for someone who's not racist, as if like that was ever acceptable. You know, I don't know, it just drives me crazy. But yeah, we'll be okay. But I'm going to water my plants, just because that makes me happy to get dressed. I'm going to wear this shirt, gonna wear a tie. It was a little difficult entering my mom's room, considering that she's not here. But, something that she told me was to A, dress properly. Said, don't ramble, don't, you know, over explain yourself, just tell what happened and it'll be fine. I actually called her last night, but she was eating dinner. So I was like, okay, call me when you're done. And she'll call me till like 9:30, but I was already asleep. So I'm excited to call her after all of this is done and just be like, hey, everything went okay. Everything, you know, worked out fine like you said it was. For, you know, my appointment, I'm getting my oatmeal. I'm bland. Just so I can, you know, have something in my tummy. Universe. As we fill our lungs with breath, are we mirroring the large-scale dynamics of our universe? At the very least, we can say that because of the great exhalation of the universe, life and humanity have emerged and are breathing within it now. I haven't worn a tie since the last time I went to church, so we're gonna light some incense. Let's see how my energy is today. Okay, let's straight up. Alright, I've never used him before, so I have to download the app. I just like, it sucks because it's like, I sometimes feel like I'm giving a bad example to, you know, anyone who either watches me or like my nephews and nieces or like my kids if I ever have any. But I don't think we're perfect at all. I think sometimes we just mess up and it's okay to, you know, recognize that you messed up and, you know, it'll be fine. You learned your lesson. Now move on. That's what life is about. So, you know, it sucks, but it's okay. We're gonna manifest a good result. I don't know when I should join it. Like, should I join it 5 minutes early? Is that like responsible? Should I do that? Okay, let's practice. Why were you going so fast? Well, honestly, there's really no excuse. But if we're getting technical, I had just left a kickboxing class and I did not realize that the speed limit was at that, and I was just very hyped, and I apologize. Okay, we're going in. You are currently in the waiting room for court. Please be patient as there may be... What do we do? Okay, I'm gonna read my book. So it just kicked me out, so now I have to restart this whole thing. I have to... I'm calling back the court and stuff. I haven't even started. Oh my goodness.
Insurance.
I feel very comfortable because I like got into court, and one, it was a woman. Well, I know she identifies as a woman because her pronouns were in her name, so that automatically made me feel so happy and just so calm and better. But now we have to wait. Hello. Okay. Yeah, never spitting again. Lesson learned. I'm gonna pay this. Thank God. I thought it was gonna be like $1,000. I was so terrified. I was like pooping bricks. But lesson learned. You know. Whew. But yeah. Anybody watching this, go the speed limit. If you need to go somewhere, just leave earlier, or just, it's better to get there on time. No one's gonna pay for your ticket. No one is, just go the speed limit, okay? Lesson learned, and yeah, I love you. Bye. See you next week.